your girl, Luna Rosa. I am here with you on my very first garden walk. It's not an actual garden because the garden is within us, but I'm at a park, a beautiful park here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I guess you would call it Blue Ash, Ohio, but because we have cities within cities and stuff like that. So sorry for the confusion. But the major city is Cincinnati. But today's topic is stop forcing what isn't flowing. Does that hit home for anyone? It does for me. That's the thing that I've been thinking about the past 2 days. And again, we have to take time to slow down, to think things through, to process things as they have happened to and around us and within us. But I want you to know that everything does not deserve a reaction, a comment, a thesis, a dissertation, or even a conversation. Not everything deserves that. Sometimes you just have to hear what's being said, witness what's being done, view what's happened already, and take that as information, literally. Not something that you have to give an answer to, not something that you have to respond to, not something that deserves your attention, but just take it in as information. If someone does something that you don't like, take that, allow that to process, and then use that information to make a decision going forward. Is this a is this something that I want to continue to do? Is this someone that I want to continue to be around? Is this an energy that I want to put into my sacred space? Think about things like that. But again, I want you to think about going for a walk down in your local garden or park because sometimes just being in nature does the trick. I've been at work all day and been busy behind the computer and talking to the people and just interacting in the business setting. And then it was time for lunch. And I was like, I'm not about to sit at my desk, even though I'm not working. Sitting at my desk is still being at work to me. So I came to the park, and I said, well, you know what? Let me get on live. And if you're watching, please comment hashtag live or replay. Let us know where you're from, and let us know what have you been doing that you think you need to slow down on or take a break from or just give it more time and grace, whether it's yourself or a situation or a relationship or anything of the sort. I want to know. Someone said hi. Someone's on my YouTube. Also, I get comments. I see them. I see them. Hello, hello, Ken, Kenley. Hello, watching live. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, I am Luna Rosa, also known as the Apothecary Fairy, and I am here doing a garden walk, which is figuratively. I'm not actually in a garden. I don't have a garden yet, but I do look forward to growing things on my own, starting my own garden, and seeing the fruits of my labor. You are so pretty. Thank you so much. You are too. I appreciate your comments and your compliments. I am just here taking a walk and asking that you stop forcing what isn't flowing. That is the topic today. Sam Amsey said, hi, hi. Blessings to all, LaDavia. Hey, LaDavia. Oh, I'm so happy I can see comments. I'm just now learning how to work this platform. I am streaming to Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok right now using Restream. And it is quite interesting how I can see and communicate with you all on different platforms at one time. Kenley or Ken Lai said, I subscribe. Thank you. I am your local apothecary fairy, which means I have a love for herbs and healing. I am a holistic health practitioner. I believe in spiritual healing, spiritual cleansing. I am an herbalist. I am a spiritual life coach. also a spiritual business coach, as well as a Reiki practitioner and soon to be retreat host. That is one of the things that I have been working on the background for when it comes to how can I expand and pivot my business. Many of you know me as being online, hosting moon calls, hosting chakra and business uh, workshops online. But the thing that I've been called to do more recently is participate in growing a community for those who want to grow internally. There's parts of us that need attention, and a lot of us need healing. So if you are looking for healing and community, I'm your girl. I do have a free Facebook group called Holistic Healing for Melanated Women. That is on Facebook. Eric Johnson said, hello from Midland, Texas. Hello. I love Texas. Some of you may know. I used to live in Texas. My best friend is in Houston. My dad was in outside of Austin for a while, and I moved to Corpus Christi for a while. But Texas has a special place in my heart, and I appreciate you commenting and joining us. But as I was saying, if you're interested, my Facebook group is for women who are interested in holistic healing. It is called Holistic Healing for Melanated Women. That is my free Facebook community. I also have a school community that is called the Sacred Garden, hence my garden walk. Everything is revolving around this garden that I'm tending to, which is me internally, but symbolic to the garden of the community, right? So that is something that I'm building on school. We focused on cosmic womb healing for the first part of the year, and we'll be getting into something else this fall, but I'm going to open it up more to the public. It was very private and very intimate to begin with, but our sacred garden is growing, and that's on school. So if you're interested in that, comment below and I'll send you the link. You are smart, you are kind, God loves you. Thank you. I feel the same way about you. I appreciate that. God loves us all, and I am so thankful to have you on this live stream today. Thank you so much. But I also have life coaching. You can visit my website at iamlunarosa.com. I offer life and business coaching. For those who are interested, it's spiritual life coaching, spiritual business coaching. I do use a combination of spiritual modalities like moon tracking, moon, or some people call it moonology. That is a term that is trademarked by Ms. Yasmin Boland. Also, you may you may constitute following the moon as astrology, but I don't. Um, but also, we incorporate herbs, we incorporate chakras, we incorporate crystals, we incorporate Reiki into all things that I do. All products that I produce are Reiki infused. Respect for having a channel worth looking at. A lot of people out here just get on here to be stupid. Hope it turns out good for you. Thank you, Eric Johnson. She said, Sumana Toys 17 said, I subscribe to you. God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for sharing your thoughts with me and for taking this time to walk with me today. I am all about community. I'm all about healing. I am all about love and peace and honoring our journey. You know, we all have a unique journey here. Oh, I seen a red cardinal. That's an ancestor coming to meet me on my path. But yes, we all have our own unique journey with God, with healing, with our spiritual healing, with our emotional and mental healing. And while I'm on the topic, I do want to say that I am one who highly, highly, highly recommends therapy alongside coaching. So if you do think that you have some things within you that deserve some attention, I do not think that's something you should do on your own. You should join a community with like minded people. You should get a therapist. You should get a life coach. You should get someone who can take that journey with you and help hold your hand along the path and allow you to see that you're not stuck. Things are how they are because it's meant to get your attention to focus on. So a lot of people think that they have bad luck. I don't believe in luck. I do believe in karmic cycles. I do believe in generational choices and curses. Um, and I believe that a lot of it is in what we eat, right? The things that we consume, whether it's junk food, whether it's chemically engineered food, whether it's something that you grow in your garden yourself, it impacts you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and nutritionally, right? So pay attention to the things that you're eating. This is not to scare anyone. This is not to make you think that you have to do anything a certain way, but it is to open your eyes and your mind. So if you come to my page, I do just ask that you have an open mind, open heart, and keep your ears and your eyes open because you never know what you may see, what you may hear, or what may strike your spirit in a way that gets action going. So if you're interested in connecting with me, I am Luna Rosa is my name on all social media, Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I also that's the name of my Facebook business page. It's I am Luna Rosa, but I do have a personal not private, a personal public profile on Facebook and the name is just Luna Rosa. Share this with anyone that you may think could benefit from thinking about how to stop forcing what isn't flowing. So that is the topic for today. And I just want to allow you the time to think about what am I forcing in my life right now? I journaled on this morning when I woke up because of a dream that I had. And it was more so related to my business life and my personal life. So the things that are no longer flowing for me, I am looking at with a microscope, and it's like, why am I holding on to this so much? Why is this something that I want to force? What is it doing for me? And I had to realize that a lot of it was based in pride and ego. So the thing is, let it go. If it's not beneficial to you, if it's not flowing and growing with you and tending to it, maybe it needs to die. Think of it as a garden, think of it as a plant, think of it as something that you're literally growing. And if you're putting the love into it, if it's getting the sunshine, if it's getting the water, if it's getting the kind words, if it's getting the attention and it's not growing and it's stagnant, it may not be for you. So just keep that analogy in your back pocket as you're doing things and going through life and write things down. That's one of the biggest things that I tell all of my clients. I don't care if you're a Reiki client, I don't care if you're a life coaching client, business coaching client, herbal consultation client. I want you to write things down, the thoughts that you have, the feelings that you have, what's been dropped into your spirit. She said, Kenley said, I'm sorry I have to go, but you are so amazing. Thank you. And Eric said, you're awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I thank you guys for being here with me. I'm not walking anymore. Let me get back up. I took a little break. But I just want you to take inventory of the things that's going on in and around you that elicit emotion from you. And if it makes you upset, take some time to think about why is this affecting me this way? Why do I feel such heightened emotions when a certain somebody comes around? Why do I feel anxious when it's time for me to make that phone call or send that text message, right? Think about the emotions that come when you are making any decision and dig deeper into that. Don't just let it fly by and be like, well, let me push through. That's one of our favorite things to do and say, right? Let me keep going. Let me push through. Maybe the thing is really stop. Wait a minute. Pay attention. Your spidey senses are tingling for a reason, and I really want you to get in the habit of paying more attention and taking inventory of your feelings and your thoughts when you're in situations, when you're making decisions, and when you're communicating with people, because sometimes it's not what they say that alerts you to what they really mean, but it's how you feel when they say whatever it is that they're saying. Because energy does not lie. They could say it with a smile on their face. They can say it laughing and lovingly, but if it strikes a chord within you, dig deep into why. I want you to pay more attention to how you react and absorb the things that's going on around you, because I'm recognizing that certain things no longer deserve to be in my life at this time. And I just thought that I should share that with my community as I'm growing and evolving and expanding as a person and as a brand and as a business owner. I just want to be sure that I'm on the right path and I'm connecting with the right people, and that the right people are finding me, and that I'm coming across the right screens. And if we're in person, I just want to make sure that I am showing up as my most authentic self, and that the people who I come across get a real good idea of who I am, what I stand for, what I believe in, what I believe is appropriate, and what holistic healing is about, because that's really what I stand for. I'm all about healing, healing, healing. I want us to heal as a collective. And as that continues to grow within me, I realize it's more about the community that I'm building. There are people in my community that have been there since the beginning of Luna Rosa, when all I did was make teas and do yoni steams, right? And the brand has evolved into so much more. It is community. It is connection. It is support. It is a sacred space on the internet where you can get real authentic community conversation, and the real behind the scenes of what it means. It's not always light and love and sparkly sunshine and flowers, but sometimes there's tears. Excuse me. Sometimes there's screams. Sometimes there's rage. There is one of my clients that's in my community, one of my community members slash clients slash Reiki students. Her name is Grace the Goddess. And we had a conversation during the new moon. She had a new moon meeting where there was a few of us on the call, and she mentioned rage, how the rage within her was really coming out this season, and she had to identify why and where was that coming from and what was that leading her to. And some of us have rage within us and don't know why, or what that's connected to, and a lot of it may not even be yours. Would you believe that you're carrying the emotions of your ancestors within you as well? So some of the things that you feel and experience may not genuinely be from what you're going through at this time. It may be that it's affecting or coming up because that's ancestral. It's someone in your lineage, that is reacting to what's going on and wanting your attention. So pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. It's always best to know why you feel a way instead of just acting based off of feelings. That is not the best. I used to be. I used to be a very emotional reactor person, right? You hurt my feelings, now I'm going to lash out. And on top of that, I am a Cancer. So, um, oh, did I pin that? Oh, I didn't know I did that. Oh, I put someone's comment across my face. So I hope you all have been able to see me. I didn't know. I told you this is my first time using, well, not first time, my first few times using this app. But I am enjoying it. And if you are watching, please let me know if you're watching live. Please let me know if you're catching the replay. And let us know what platform you're watching from. Oh, I see. It does have a little sign next to it. So I see a lot of YouTube people. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Hello, TikTok. I don't think I can get TikTok comments on here. I did read that somewhere that I would have to go back and respond to people on TikTok separately. But thank you so much for joining me on this walk. It has been lovely. I needed to get out of the office get some fresh air and sunshine. That is what I think is what we are missing. We've been so conditioned to be indoors inside these walls, breathing this circulated air conditioning air instead of being outside in the sun, in nature, absorbing true oxygen, inhaling true oxygen, and getting vitamin D from the sun, and just being amongst other living things that are not just other humans, the plants, the trees, the flowers, the birds, the bees, all of the creepy crawly insects that are in the ground, the worms, all of it. We need each other to exist. And I can't, I'm not going to lie. I miss being able to just be outside whenever I wanted to, like a kid. I miss going outside and being outside for hours, you know. So it's something that I'm going to start doing more of. I am going to make sure that I take my walks at least every day. I am trying to get my 10,000 steps in as well. So it's just a whole trajectory that I'm on to change my life right now. I want more subtle changes in my life. Like, I'm not trying to do a big overhaul, drastic change. I'm cutting out all of this stuff. I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to work out 7 days a week. I am going to try to walk at least 3 days a week. My schedule that I have now is Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. That's what I look forward to doing. That's when you can catch me on here. Um, one week it'll be that. The next week it'll be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So this week we're doing Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. And then next week it'll be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and so on. So I just want to encourage you to stop trying to force what's no longer flowing, right? Whether it is relationships, whether it is connections in your personal life, whether it is a commitment to do something. If it does not flow for you, maybe it should not be forced. Take inventory of what's going on in your life, where you are, who you want to be, and how you want your future to be, because you don't get to the future just by waking up and now it's 10 years later. You build that, you brick by brick, right? That's something I've been writing in my journal is I am rebuilding my life brick by brick. And these garden walks are part of that brick. Oh, we just hit 22:22 on the timer. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate all the new followers and subscribers. And I appreciate you walking with me. Thank you so much. And I love you. I love you. I love you. Until next time, get up, get some fresh air, get some sunshine.